guys, it's Darwin. I'm really happy to be back here with you all. I'm so sorry for all the dead time and non-responding, and I spent a lot of nights reading some of the nicer messages that you all had given me on some of my videos that meant nothing, just little tiny bits of things into my life, but you all have supported me throughout the entire way. The reason I have been unable to make videos lately is because Brandon has been gone for the past 2 months, and I've been alone for the past 2 months. I did finally get a tripod so I can make videos again, and I reached out for help, for someone who could help me do the dreams that I want to do that hadn't given up on me anymore, like people we know. I ain't gotta say it, but I'm introducing here today for the very first time. He's been on the show before, but he is now officially the assistant to the show, Archon.
What's up, guys? Archon here, and I'm thrilled to be co-hosting today with Darwin. We poured a ton of research in today's video, which is dedicated to our friend ARI. She's just stepping into the world of reticulated pythons and recently dodged a bullet with a bad deal. So she asked for a proper care guide. We want to make new keepers get started on the right foot, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
And then I'm gonna do the next clip, and then you're gonna do a clip, and we're all gonna do clips and clips and clips and clips and clips. I'm happy that Archon is back. It's been lonely, guys. It really has. I'm just leaving it at that, but I'm really happy to have you all as my community. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Hey guys, it's Darwin. So if you might notice, I have a piece of toilet paper stuck in my nose. I am titrating off a dose of Suboxone because there was a mix-up at the clinic, and I'm currently withdrawing 4 milligrams, so my nose is running. But we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about part 2 of this epic, amazing video that we have here for our girl Ari. So I'm going to talk about some facts really quick, and we got them from separate places. One place seemed a little shady. Let me take this off screen. One seemed a little shady after a while, and I don't know. I checked the basic facts, and they're the same, and they do hold up with other places. So, like the humidity, the heats and cold, that all matches up regularly. So I'll go ahead and give those facts, but the facts for the mainland dwarf and super dwarf species or locales was completely wrong. So we went to Morph Market for that. And Morph Market is generally considered the god of God, or like God among men for snakes. So I don't like how this eye looks bigger than the other eye because the sun is blinding me. Alright, it's better. Alright, so reticulated pythons. Females grow larger than males, and on average, reticulated pythons reach lengths of 14 to 20 feet, or if you're not a feet kind of guy, 4.5 to 6 meters long. The best temps, or rather best gradients, for reticulated pythons are 88 degrees to 92 Fahrenheit for the heat gradient, or the basking spot, depending on what kind of setup you have for your animal. And the cold, and that's also 31 to 34 Celsius. I'm including that as well. So cold side is 76 to 80 Fahrenheit or 24 to 26 Celsius. So the mainland are the facts I'm going to give on different kind of reticulated python species, subspecies, just localities we have. I have here mainland, the biggest of them all. We have, for dwarf, we have Jampea, Salar, Tombalongum, I can't get that one ever. Super dwarf is Kalatoa, Madu, Karampa, Kaidai. And then I know I've seen, at least on Facebook, I've seen people floating around with different locales, like Say Lucy, I don't know what they're called, and I don't have the Facebook post pulled up to really write it down or remember it enough to say it. But I know that there are more locales of these dwarfs and super dwarfs out there. I don't know if I mentioned it in my intro. I probably didn't because I redid my intro like 5 times. But my Suboxone appointment got messed up, and they gave me a business card with a date on it. And I came in on that date, and they said, "Well, you're supposed to come in like 2 days before." I was like, "But you gave me a card with this date." So I'm sorry, my nose is running constantly. This is the part where my friend Archon, the newest man in the bench, is going to take over. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this. He's taking a nap, and then he'll take over when he's ready.
Alright, guys, let's dive deep into the world of snake enrichment. And we are breaking it down into 3 categories: the proven, the personal, and the downright sus. For the proven category, we are looking at standard community knowledge and guidelines from reptiles, like how simply rearranging objects in an enclosure completely resets the python's environment and gets their brain working. For the personal category, Darwin is sharing her own personal routine with her snake, Dream. While her daughter is staying over at her grandparents' house, Darwin lets Dream supervised free roam in her daughter's room, gives him bathtub soak sessions, and gets him outside for exercise. But there's a catch. She sticks to the pavement. Why? Because grass carries a risk of wild mites, and we are not about that life. And finally, for the sus category, we have more from reptiles. We're talking about literal toenail clippings for scent enrichment. Yeah, we have thoughts on that. Let's talk about UVB. Now let's be totally real and lay all the cards out on the table. A massive percentage of breeders do not use UVB. In fact, full disclosure, Darwin doesn't even use it for Dream right now. So right off the bat, we can tell you it is not strictly necessary for survival. Your python isn't suddenly going to get sick or crash without it. But if your goal is to move past the bare minimum and create the absolute best possible environment for your snake, if you want them truly thriving instead of just surviving, modern science says a UVB setup is highly recommended. And look, that is exactly where Darwin is headed. Her ultimate goal is to have all of her snakes thriving, even though she is still in the middle of the process of building out and sorting out all of her final enclosures. Adding a proper UVB setup for Dream is 100% on the master checklist.
I have some tricks of the trade that I've learned over time to talk about. So you should always have hand supply or hand sanitizer on hand with snakes, not just reticulated pythons. The bitiest snake I have right now is a Mexican black king snake. I was supposed to go get Dream. Let me go get Dream. But let me talk about these tricks of the trade first. So when a snake is biting you, you can rub hand sanitizer on their nostrils. Sorry, peanut butter and banana sandwich. Just kidding me. And the withdrawal from the Suboxone also, I'll be honest. You can put hand sanitizer on their nostrils, and it's good because it doesn't go in there because it's like not solid. You rub it like a little bit on your fingers, and it's the smell that they don't like, so they tend to let go when you rub hand sanitizer on there. You can also put grape juice on their mouth. They hate the taste of that, or some people have even done red wine, but I don't recommend that. I've never done that, and I don't recommend anything that I haven't personally seen done and succeed, or done and myself have succeed. So I'm not going to recommend red wine at all. That sounds really bad. And I don't know, like, who has red wine on stock anyway? Maybe people do. Shit, I don't know. I don't drink alcohol or smoke weed, so I don't have red wine, but I do have hand sanitizer. So this right here is a middleman in between heat tape or heat panels and those god-awful sticky heat pads that you have to stick underneath enclosures that catch floors on fire. This was actually like $50. I got it from Feeder Supply. Geotherm, UTH, Be Extraordinary, Galapagos is the brand. And it's an under the tank heater, but it's got an adjustable. I can't pick it up because it's under my enclosure. I have it for the Mexican black king snake enclosures. They're adjustable, like, dials, and you can, like, set the temperature to whatever you want for that species. The Mexican black king snakes aren't very hot nature. They don't need a lot of heat. So they're pretty low. They actually kind of hide out around their water bowls a lot. But other than that, I will say what you need for bedding. We're going to get into bedding. Cypress bedding is good for reticulated pythons. I don't know if we've covered this or not, but this is all about reticulated pythons, baby. I'm going to cover these little things, and then I'm going to get some. But right now, we got these. So, these don't have a grip. I ordered them on Amazon, and they don't have a grip here either. They're pretty okay, but this doesn't hurt. You know, it could drop, it could fall. It drops my rats all the time. A mild pull, but that is a good thing because when the snake strikes and grabs the rat, you want it to release into their mouth. You don't want to like with the snake. But if you do have a problem with these kind of tongs and the snake is too food aggressive, because reticulated pythons, if I have not mentioned, are very food aggressive. They want their food. They're very large growing. They grow fast. They need a variety of a diet. I think I had it written down, but it's on a different piece of paper. When they're young, you need to introduce them to quail, chickens, ASF, African soft fur, which is illegal in Kentucky, so we're not doing that here. But rats, you want to get them on rats almost immediately. No mice, because literally they're going to outgrow mice so fast that the mice will just, they could fit a mouse in their nose. Like, you just don't do mice. Okay, I'm gonna go get Dream. This is the last thing I wanted to talk about. If you are using a bedding other than cypress, like cocoa fiber, I was using cocoa fiber for a while, and it was working out good until Dream got too big for his enclosure. Right now, he's in a 3-foot rack, which is not a good location. Unfortunately, I've been having a hard time saving up the money to get him because when Brandon left, he took all the money with him. But we're not getting back to that. We're getting to this. So, if you have cocoa fiber, you should spray it. Just fill it up with one of these. Not in a toxic bottle, just regular, like gardening, spraying water. I'm spraying my cat. He's mad. Spraying water, mist it. I said their humidity needed on standard is 50 to 70%, so not hard to maintain with cocoa fiber with some regular sprains. Sometimes I just dump the water bowl out and I might mush it around in the cocoa fiber, but and then during shedding they need 80 to 90% humidity. But the problem I was having with cocoa fiber is that because the cage or the tub became so small for Dream, who I'm about to get, he started pushing, and the cocoa fiber started getting in his nose, getting in his pits, getting in his gums, and I started getting worried. I'm like, oh my god, I tried to open his mouth, but I never mouth trained him. So when they're babies, you can like open their mouth and get them used to it. I should have done that. I didn't do that. Now I'm paying the price. He's not about it. I cannot get shit out of his fucking teeth. So I'm gonna pause this and then get Dream, and you'll see him for yourself and how big he's gotten since I've been gone. Okay, guys, I'm back. Dream is in deep shed. He's gotten rather large. You cannot tell. He's pushing 7 feet, and that's exactly why I'm trying desperately to get him out of that rack system. It is horrible. I feel horrible about it, but there's only so much I can save when I only make $1,100 a month off disability for TD. And I am still shaking. It's still there. Hasn't gone away. It just gets worse and worse and stays forever. So, yay! I'm actually looking for sponsors at this time. I know I'm not big enough, and maybe it's not my place to ask for a sponsor, but this video in particular, this is just part 2. We're doing parts. In the next part, we're going to talk about, oh my god, I hope that didn't bring the whole shirt up. Oh my gosh. Anyways, in the next part, we're going to talk about breeding plans for ARI. The girl for this video is for, her name is ARI. This is not her full name, but just in case she doesn't want it put out there, I'm not going to say the full name. She did want her breeding business, when she creates a breeding business name, to be mentioned, and I will when she gets that for me. And Dream is going to the bathroom while we speak. On the floor. So that's another thing about retics. Sometimes some retics really like to go poop on you while you're holding them. That smells foul. Horrible. Can you help me, Austin? Please help me. We're gonna have to take a pause for this, friends. Hold him right there. Sorry, this is not good. Hey guys, Darren here. So this segment or this clip is all about ARI, the sponsor and the dear friend that has taken care of me during this detox process off of Suboxone. It's generally the detox process is 3 days, and wherever the last part of it, and my nose still a little runny, but we're doing good. So here we go, off the script. Alright guys, before we go any further, it's time to give a massive shout out to today's sponsor and our very dear friend, Ari, soon to be known as the founder of Helix Exotics. Ari has loved animals her entire life and has done some serious hands-on experience, or has some serious hands-on experience. She's done a ton of amazing work with many different types of animals, and spent time as a stable hand at the Louisville Zoo, but worked many different positions and has many different titles, though one we're going to use is stable hand. Right now, we are actually starting her out with her very first reticulated python. It is a gorgeous orange ghost stripe female from Bob Clark, exactly like mine that was shown previously in the video. A little peach one with the stripes. It's an orange ghost stripe tiger. Orange ghost stripe is a recessive gene in reticulated pythons, which means both parents have to be carriers of the gene to produce the visual trait. The grandmaster plan for the future is to help raise that tiny tiger up into a massive healthy adult so she can eventually pair with Dream and breed to create golden child cows, mine and Ari's favorite morph for reticulated pythons. On top of the giant snake projects, Ari is also gearing up to produce day geckos. She's still nailing down exactly which type she wants to work with in the future, but big things are definitely coming. We are so stoked to be on this journey with her, so be sure to show some love and keep an eye out for Helix Exotics. I'm going to help with the Facebook page. It's not there yet, though. We're here at the channel to thank Ari for her amazing support. She's been extremely helpful during the stressful detox process off of Suboxone, and I myself am very grateful to have someone like her in my life. No more tissues in the nose. We're doing better. Thanks. Love you, Ari.